Big Burb, Big Bad Burb.
Welcome to the Big Burb channel. So a lot of you guys are wondering, where is this build going? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. This is going to be the ultimate Bugout vehicle. I reached out to Buddy's Digital Design and we did a little rendering together and we put something together pretty cool you guys might like. I kind of told them what I wanted on this thing. I said I wanted the roof rack, what tires, told them what color I was painting it, maybe. And then also I told them what I was going to powder coat, what lights I wanted on it. Just little things like that to kind of really make this vehicle kind of stand out. I wanted to add a snorkel. I mean, what am I talking about? Check it out. Here's the photo. But it's one of those things to where there's a lot that goes into this thing. And you're at a spot now where you have a lot of mechanically sound things, but we're going into the body, the accessories, and that's where the build's starting to really get fun. And in the next episode, you can kind of see the direction this thing's really going. We'll get that body back on and we'll have some fun with this thing.
Our boy's getting comfortable in front of the camera, isn't he?
That explains!
Now, before we talk science, I can tell you the rims no longer look like this. These photos are pre-black powder coating. They do look fresh now, and I can't believe how light they are. Tow mirrors are key. If we didn't want to tow full scale, we picked the wrong vehicle. As Rocky mentioned, the accents decorating the Burb are in the works, and the next several episodes will be the vehicle coming together. Now, there is one question that seems to supersede all others from the viewers, and it's about timelines. When is this big thing from the sun supposed to happen? While this can't be answered with absolute certainty, there are two charts that can tell us when we are most at risk from the sun. First, as we have discussed alongside our learning about solar flares and geomagnetic storms, the planetary shield from this space energy, the Earth's magnetic field, is weakening. The magnetic poles are shifting, and they are leaving Earth more and more vulnerable. That blue line basically takes us up to now, and where it breaks out into colors are various acceleration potentials from now, including the maximum shift speed listed in the journals, which would leave us only a year or two from the pole shift once we hit that rate of acceleration. While certainly the field will eventually get so weak that grid collapse in our electrified way of life faces the solar firing squad, we may get tastes or full helpings of that before the magnetism of the planet fully falters. Even with a strong magnetic field, the planet is still vulnerable to major solar flares, so on our way down right now, we may get whacked before the Earth is left completely wide open. And that's where the second chart comes in, where we are in the 11-year sunspot cycle. And while we're not quite at sunspot maximum, we're certainly at the doorstep. The next several years are expected to maintain higher solar flare and geomagnetic activity. And based on several key factors, including the current state of Earth's magnetic field and the predicted amplitude of the sunspot cycle, there's probably about a 25% chance of those extreme magnetic storms that shatter global grids during this sunspot cycle, and it would be over the next couple years. By the time the next cycle maximum rolls around in the mid to late 2030s, Earth's field should be down even more, maybe a 33 to 50% chance of such a disaster in that cycle. Over the long term, this is the up and down we're watching as Earth becomes more and more vulnerable over decades and centuries of time. So yeah, come on, Rocky, let's get this thing built quickly.
Big Burb, Big Bad Burb.